welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Basketball fans, this is for you.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. Here we are. Hello, YouTube. Hello, podcast listeners. We got a little Is This News to play later today. We'll recap last night's games. But first, we had another Wedgie. Javon Carter in the quarter in Orlando, sticking the three-point Wedgie. So Wedgie number 53, 10 to go.
Let's go.
To tie the all-time record for Wedgies in a season, which is 63, happened a couple years ago. 11 to beat it. So I don't know what number we want heading into the postseason.
It's a good question.
We usually get, what, I don't know, 4 maybe? 3 to 5 in the playoffs. So we need to add here over the couple final weeks of the regular season to really give us a chance.
You think we can get there before the end of the regular season? We got what, like probably 150 games left?
I'm going to say we
Total?
don't, but it will happen in the playoffs.
Yeah. That's most likely. But
Yeah.
man, wow. What if the playoffs are just gravy?
Oh,
Just
it'd be nice.
Wedgie gravy.
Just trying to shoot for 70.
That'd be amazing.
It'd be like Barry Bonds style, really.
That would be
isn't
Bond
it?
style. Yeah.
I'm going to talk about poutines later, so it's funny you mentioned gravy.
Oh, good tease.
Yep.
Very nice tease.
Thank you.
Let's get into some of last night's games, and we're going to start with a blowout. The Spurs crushed the 76ers 131 to 91, but it was on NBC's Throwback broadcast. Little reunion game here with Bob Costas and friends. They brought back everybody for this one, and we got the retro graphics. What did you think of the overall presentation here from NBC?
Hey, if you're an old person like us, this was great. Bob Costas started off by saying Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but not young. And that's how I felt. I felt young watching this again. A little uncanny valley. I thought seeing the 90s graphics done with 2020's technology, so they are a little crispier.
Yeah.
But no, this was pretty cool. I thought it was hilarious that they had to interview Kyle Lowry of everybody because they're like, we got to find somebody who saw these broadcasts back in the day. You're old enough. What did you think about it? So Jim Gray was out there. It was cool, though. It was cool to see. Realistically, this should have been a Bulls-Knicks game, or at least a Bulls game. I don't want to see him on national TV, but that is the team of the NBA on NBC. The Knicks, I think, would be so as well. I don't really think of Spurs and Philadelphia
Sure.
for that era, but no, it was cool for a random game on a Tuesday night.
It would have been fantastic if Embiid was playing on the other side. That would have made it juicier. When I saw that he wasn't playing, I was a little disappointed just in the matchup. It is amazing to think back to Wemby's rookie season when Embiid dropped 70 points versus Wemby. I mean, he's only played him twice in his career, and one of them was a 70-point game. Right. But yeah, Bob Costas went way back. He went back as far as he could go. I mean, the opening segment, the opening intro was, "We're here in Philadelphia, where American democracy was born in 1776. Hence the name for the Philadelphia 76ers, a mere 250 years ago." So we went back, man. We went back.
But it looked great.
It looked awesome.
It did. From that intro video package
Yep.
and like the final sign off and all these appearances. Jim Gray, we got Hannah Storm back on our screens there. That was a complete hit, I think. From what I've seen online, everyone's like, yeah, that was great. Thing that sucked is the game was absolutely a blowout. Like,
Yeah, not
super
even
lopsided. San Antonio played basically a perfect game. 8 players finished in double figures for them. And yeah, the no Embiid factor, Sixers were just playing behind the 8 ball all night. Like, it felt like a 30-point blowout all game long.
This crew probably didn't think we're going to have to tap dance for garbage time for 24 minutes of the second half, but they absolutely had to. Like, I was hoping to hear Doug Collins talking about how you got to close out quarters. That's the main thing I think of when I think of Doug Collins.
Totally.
That guy loves to tell you the last 3 minutes of the third quarter are just as important as any 3 minutes of the game, but the last 3 minutes of the third quarter weren't that important. But, Doug still got his own highlight pack showing him playing for the Sixers back in the day, showing him coaching the Sixers back in the day. I like when they came back from halftime and they made the highlights look like they were SD with the black bars on the side. And I really loved the Mike Fratello Czar of the Telestrator pack where they were showing his old breakdowns from the 90s and early 2000s. Hilarious.
And he even busted out the Telestrator
He did.
for the actual
Yep.
game, getting on the screen a couple times and doing his X's and his circles and stuff like that. It was fun. It was absolutely fun.
The whole thing
I
was
think it's
fun.
one of these things like, I am curious, like how often you can go back to doing something like this, like once a year maybe. Like you can do it too many times and then it feels overdone. So you got to strike that balance of like when to play the nostalgia card and when not to. But yeah, once a year would be totally fun.
So
Just pick a random game.
The second NBC game of the night, Suns Kings, they went to the NBC old graphics package, but it just wasn't as much.
Well, they didn't have the OGs on the call. Yeah. You're right. They sort of kept it going a little bit.
They did,
but not with the team.
Yes, serious old G's. Good for them. I say old G's because that's what they are. I mean, those guys are all in their 70s, still kicking it, still doing well. Costas, Collins, and Fratello, so that was cool. I liked Collins saying, literally, his reaction to the one of Victor Wembanyama's 3 baskets that was awesome was, wow. Because that's all you can say when it was a fast break and Wemby is running down the middle of the floor and the ball's way behind him. And he literally turned around to look back at the ball and did 3 steps backpedaling towards the rim and caught it perfectly, all in one motion, pirouetted for a dunk. It was amazing. That's how on balance this guy is. He didn't have to stop for anything. He made 3 baskets. That's all he had to do because he had 8 guys in double digits. And because the attention is on him. Like I thought Champagny coming up to the top when he got all the attention. When we got all the attention, he was able to just drive down the middle of the floor. It happens. Every team is like, okay, if there's a pick and roll with Wemby, we got 2 guys on him, and then the other guy can take advantage of that. So him, Vassell, Dylan Harper, I think maybe watched No Dunks yesterday and said, I didn't get enough love in the all-rookie teams rankings.
What are we talking about? We had him on the first team.
You got him on the first team?
Yeah, I did.
I did.
Oh, good for you guys.
So you didn't give him enough love.
Well, I gave him a look. I mean, he was high on the second team, that's for sure. See, I still think of guards when I go first team, and when you got a Knipple, a Coop, and a VJ Edgecombe. I mean, yeah, we're going teeny tiny, and I had those guys on my first team. VJ Edgecombe hit the floor hard in this game. Hopefully, he'll be back.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally went hard, down hard.
My other thought on the whole broadcast of it all, it did remind me a little bit of when we did our April Fool's Day show and pretended like it was, I guess, 1993, I think was the year we picked.
Okay.
Way back. I'm talking about the starters. Just that idea, JD, you can speak to this, of like trying to take, obviously, today's like HD television and make it standard definition or try and make it even look like it's old timey.
Yeah. I had to give them a heads up. Like, hey, we're doing today's show in SD. And Brent Berkman was like, what?
He worked obviously at NBA TV and Turner, but you figured it out. You got it in SD.
Yeah, we got it in SD.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So do you
crazy.
wish they had done that? Because they didn't go that, the extra step.
No, that's too much. You are watching a basketball game.
Yeah. Come on. I like that the Sixers were playing obviously on that court too. The retro Sixers court, which looked awesome. Just it went perfectly with obviously the broadcast.
Yeah, and the Spurs have the same uniforms that they wore forever. Basically, I like that they show the Sean Elliott tippy toes outside of, like on the sideline, hitting the shot. You got Costas on the call for that one, which is very cool. I didn't need to see any highlights that weren't regarding the Sixers or the Spurs. That felt weird to me, where they're like, hey, just check out Reggie Miller hitting a shot.
Yeah.
That seemed unnecessary and not relevant to the game, but they're like,
forced,
hey, check it out. We used to have basketball back in the day. NBC puts the N in nostalgia. They might as well just be the nostalgia broadcasting company. That's all the NBA wants from them, is remind us of the 90s.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
They're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, but they
All
should
season
tell
long.
Jim Gray his name is pronounced Wembanyama, not Wembanyama. The guy is the face of the NBA for the future. You can't bring a 70-year-old man out and have him mispronounce a young guy's name. Come on. That's ridiculous for a huge
We have,
thing like
unfortunately,
this.
have a lot of younger guys on television that can't pronounce other guys' names as
Hey,
well.
look, I understand.
Castle and Vessel.
Yes, but I mean, come on. If you're marketing the game, that's a guy's name you should say right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you want to get into the weeds, Costas pronounces him Wembanyama instead of a Wembanyama. It doesn't roll. But he looks at the pronunciation and he looks at that big A and he says, Wembanyama. A lot of people do.
Just call him Wemby, man.
Yeah.
Stick with that.
Wemby.
I guess the one part, you're right, Trey, like you sort of said, this does feel like it should be Bulls or Knicks, if not both teams. But at least they have Wemby. You get to compare him to the Duncan, David Robinson of the Spurs side.
Yep.
And then you got Maxey playing for the Sixers, and you sort of get to compare him to Iverson from the 90s. Yeah, at least that sort of lined up.
Yes.
I like that synergy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tie-in for the second game ideally would have been Lakers-Pelicans as well, considering Zion's playing, LeBron, Luka playing. You know, it's better than an injured Suns team. Well, to some degree. I mean, it's really Suns, Kings, you know.
Well, the Kings were at their best in the 90s. Well,
Early
early 2000s. They were getting better, is my point. Late 90s. Yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about that game. But Spurs, take care of business. Anything else from that, or get to some of these actual competitive games?
Spurs hit 18 threes last night. They are 18-1 this season when they make 15 or more. That's a good number to keep track of. Just look at the box score. If they hit 15 or more, they won because they got Wemby shutting it down inside,
Right.
drawing a ton of attention. Like you said, Tass, the guy took 5 shots last night. He was a plus 41.
Yeah, the passing was hot. Doug Collins on the broadcast was super excited. He said, hey, coaches, put that in a textbook because they were moving the ball really well. It was disappointing on the Sixers side that they weren't able to move fast enough on the defensive end. You know, no Kelly Oubre out there. I guess he was out with an illness. Maybe he sustained in YouTube University. I don't know what happened to him. Paul George, no Joel Embiid. And then Edgecombe goes down. So it was just a little disappointing. Home court. They just weren't moving all that fast. Those guys, because they're super athletic and can move, they're also running the fast break a lot. They got killed.
And the Spurs, we learned yesterday, swept the month of February NBA awards. Did you see this? They took everything.
Oh, really?
Yes. They got coach in Mitch Johnson. They got rookie and Dylan Harper of the month. They got Wemby, I guess, took defensive player of the month.
I would imagine.
Yeah, because they only
What about
lost.
player of the
Did
month?
he also get player of the month? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. So anyway, I know
They
they
do
swept
have
it.
a defensive player of the month, though. That
They
does
do.
exist, right?
Yeah, they do.
For each
It
conference.
was definitely Wemby, but check on player of the month. It must have been him. Who else would have?
And
got it?
it's for each conference. It's not for.
Yeah. For the two conferences.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, it's hard to keep track, honestly.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of awards. Let's move on to the Cavaliers beating the Pistons 113-109 without Donovan Mitchell, but this was Jalen Tyson. This was James Harden sort of leading the way, but a good team effort here, Tass, with the Cavs taking this and splitting the season series 2 games apiece. This was like a little turnaround, quick revenge here for the Cavs after just having lost to the Pistons. What were your takeaways?
Yeah, they played 4 days before that, and the Pistons had 21 offensive rebounds in that game, and so the Cavs were ready, especially Jalen Tyson. It's great you mentioned him because I thought his effort level was extremely high. They've got some issues. Donovan Mitchell, as you said, Dean Wade is also hurt, and Jalen Tyson, who's been put to the bench, put right in for Dean Wade in the starting lineup. But then the bench coming through, this was a team win. This was a phenomenal team win. Dennis Schroeder against his old team, kicking ass, finishing the game there. But it went up and down the bench. I mean, really, there was 4 guys. I thought Craig Porter Jr., a teeny tiny guy, a teeny tiny guard. He's the smallest guy on the floor, grabbed 5 offensive rebounds. Just when their plays weren't working all that well, that guy was out there grabbing boards. He's the smallest player on the floor, for sure. He had 7 points and 8 rebounds. Schroeder had 15 points and 5 assists. That key finish with that layup with a minute left. Thomas Bryant, 9 points and 5 boards. Keon Ellis, 7 points and 4 boards. I thought Jalen Tyson did a pretty good job on Cade Cunningham when thrown at him, just to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they wore down
They picked
Cade
him
Cunningham.
up. They picked him up a lot full court,
Yeah.
and just to try and tire him out.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked. He
Him and
missed some
Keon Ellis
shots.
did it too. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a little disappointing that the Pistons bench didn't do enough in this game. Maybe it's because it's Isaiah Stewart's first game back and he's leading that defense. But either way, they didn't have the energy level that the Cavs had. They just did not, because the starters matched each other fairly well, but the bench not so good.
Yeah, the bench was basically non-existent for the Pistons. They made one move at the deadline. They brought in Kevin Huerter. Guy doesn't even play for this team. So disappointing. And to me, Cade was looking pretty tired. He had a really tough second half in this one. 0 for 5 from the field. He did have 8 assists, but 4 turnovers. His last made shot was early in the second quarter. And you just look at every possession for him, there's 3 or 4 guys just waiting in the lane for him to get there. So post All-Star, his minutes are up, his usage is up, shooting is down, turnovers are up. He looks tired from the load that he's had to carry for the entire season, and even more so it feels like right now. So he's played in 54 of 60 games for the Pistons. In their last 22 games, they've got 5 back-to-backs. They're looking pretty good for the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. They're still in the mix for the 1 seed overall. They got to find a way to get this guy some rest in the last month and a half that we got going there, so he can be as fresh as possible and still in a rhythm for the playoffs, because it just looked a little bit to me like the defensive intensity and the focus on him was completely wearing on him, because they got nobody else to turn to really get their own basket. So that's, to me, really how it played out for Cade in the second half. But you're right, it was a complete team win for the Cavaliers. They had 17 threes last night. 14 of them were assisted. It was drive and kick, drive and kick, drive and kick, or Schroeder hitting this one-handed scoop. He must have made 4 of those layups where he doesn't touch the ball with his left hand, just gets it up so quick to the rim. And then, yeah, Porter was everywhere. And the Harden Jalen Tyson pairing is perfect. Harden knows exactly how to use this guy. He finds him on the driving kicks, was knocking down threes, but Tyson is good at attacking closeouts as well. And Harden gets him the ball exactly when he needs it. He uses them as a short roll man. I know Dean Wade is like their locked-in starter at the 3 because they like the size he brings. And maybe having Tyson off the bench is good because he can really stretch his legs on the second unit. But I would be playing Tyson more than Wade going forward. We'll see what they end up doing there.
Just to go back to Cade, I think, of course, the game plan here, and it's going to be that moving into postseason, it's like you stop Cade Cunningham, you're going to like your chances to stop the Pistons. I mean, we're sort of at that. Now, he set up a lot of guys. He had a lot of assists last night, but only 10 points on 4 of 16 shooting and the 5 turnovers. And they lost the minutes that he was out there. Cade was out there. I think they lost them by 11. Great job by Tyson. Great job by Keon Ellis. Tiring him out. Just pick him up full court. Just, put pressure on him. He's already has to do so much. So just wear him down. And if you look at his splits, Cade Cunningham this season, he gets his points in wins or losses. Like, he still gets there and he gets his numbers. But efficiently, it's a fall off between wins and losses. In wins, Cade shoots 48% from the floor and a really respectable 35% from deep. In losses, it craters. Sub 39% from the floor and 27% from deep. So, like you said with the Spurs, watch the box score on three-pointers made. It's a little bit of this with Cade, and he's going to need help in some of these games in the postseason because this is going to be the game plan. We do not care about these other guys out there half the time. Asar Thompson, even we'll live with Tobias Harris. That, it's just the game plan. And so he's going to, he can do it. He's won a lot of games, where especially takeovers, but get ready for more of that and even more intense basketball in the postseason when that's just the game plan for an entire week against the Pistons.
Yeah. On the other side, Dennis Schroeder was that guy for Cade Cunningham last year in the playoffs.
Helpful.
Yeah, he closed out games, just like he was closing out a game yesterday for the Cavs.
You're not wrong.
You need an opportunity here, Schroeder will break down a defense. They need a guy like that. And I was wrong about Karis LeVert and that he can't be that guy at this point. He's just not that guy, especially when the defenses do pick up. And listen, the defense picked up as well in this game because they were responding to a loss 4 days before. So that was that part of it. But yeah, the Kenny Atkinson now can push the right buttons. Jalen Tyson could start and Dean Wade could sit. Now that they got DeAndre Hunter out of there, who was starting for way too long this season, they've got options. But the Pistons, the scary part is that secondary guy. Because Jalen Duren, I thought, was awesome yesterday, catching and scoring, and he didn't necessarily make his own plays, although he did do it once to Jared Allen, who left this game with an injury. Yeah. And he dunked on him, which was an awesome move, and he did another time where he got fouled, and he kept it going to the free throw line in this game. But is it going to be consistent in the playoffs?
And we could get this matchup. We could very likely get this in a second-round series, the way the standings are. So that'd be a great test for both these teams. If the Pistons can advance and the Cavs can advance, and maybe we see it in the second round. So,
yeah.
I mean, it'd be entertaining.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a great series.
Awesome.
Cavs just felt deep yesterday. I mean, I thought Mobley baskets, how many did he make? Like 5? It's kind of like what Wemby did in the first game. He didn't make all that many baskets, but they were great when he did make them.
Big three-pointer late. Thomas Bryant also, to me, is one of the most hilarious players to watch. He had a 4-point play in this game and held the pose for so long. I laugh at almost everything he does on the court. He's like an Andre Blatch-esque character to me. Or it's just funny to watch him out there. So boyish looking. Feels like he celebrates every basket he makes. I love it.
Yeah, on that 4-point basket, I'm going way too deep with the assistants on the Pistons bench. All three of them. It was Luke Walton, Fred Vinson, and Jared Jack. They all threw their hands up like this, all at the same time, because it was a foul. It's way too deep to memify assistant coaches, but because we're getting the memification of everything, you could meme that.
You could flip that into something.
So yeah, that was a funny one. Very funny.
Let's talk about Jalen Brunson scoring 26 as the Knicks beat the Raptors 111-95. I know that looks like a blowout and an ass kicking. It really wasn't until the final, 5 minutes, 4 minutes? It was like a one possession game. Yeah, and then Hart hit Bridges cutting back door for the dunk, and it was. Yeah, but it was a close game until the end, but it doesn't matter. The Knicks own Toronto. They extended their win streak to 12 straight. The last time the Raptors beat the Knicks, I think Fred VanVleet was still a Raptor.
Wow.
So it's been a minute.
When Matt Devlin told his co-host, the analyst, I think it was Alvin Williams, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady were on the call. They were like, what? They've won 11 straight? Like, they couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
it's
it
hard
felt
to
like
believe.
an absolute clown picking the Raptors in our pick'em. And then the game starts with Devlin saying that the Raptors are 16-15 at home and have lost 11 straight to the Knicks. I was like, okay, well, mark that one down as a loss.
Yeah. And can't beat good teams. I said it yesterday. I'm like, I'm with you. I'm like, why did I do that?
What a dumb pick.
Anyway, it was close. They looked like they maybe could cover, maybe not. But then, that final run there by the Knicks. But other takeaways from this one.
Well, coming into this game, it felt like the Raptors, maybe this is why you picked them, just wanted to show that, hey, we can win some games against teams that matter in the Eastern Conference. It felt like a playoff environment in that building. It felt like they wanted to show out, and 6 minutes left or 5:52 left in the fourth quarter. This is a 2-point game. The Knicks are only up 2 points. And then they got obliterated. That 6-minute mark, it was time to prove it. Can we beat somebody? And unfortunately, possession after possession, just the Raptors couldn't score, and it was a dejecting loss, very dejecting loss. And you could see it, especially when that Mikal Bridges dunk happened with 2.5 minutes left. The game's not completely over, but it just felt like it was all over. And you had Darko yelling about it, but it just started every single possession. It was just kind of a one-guy possession. It started with that weird Jamal Shed turnover when Emmanuel Quickly is up on the left wing, who had just made a great 3-point contest, and then the ball was led too far for Emmanuel Quickly. He wanted to slow down. I just did all that work on the 3-point line, man. Why you got to throw it ahead of me? And then Scotty Barnes missed an open 3. It's a decent shot. Ingram ISO, then they can't get Ingram the ball, which is going to happen in the playoffs. Had flashbacks to Lou Dort guarding him in the playoffs. Then you had a Barnes ISO miss because they didn't give the ball to Ingram. Then an Ingram miss, and then it was over. I mean, you had one guy just making shots in Jalen Brunson, and then the other team just unable to make anything, really. You had RJ Barrett in the fourth quarter as the only guy who made multiple shots, but that was all before that last 6-minute run, which was just deflating. Very deflating.
Yeah, it felt almost like two different classes of teams. Just watching the way the offense was playing for the Knicks. They had 32 assists. The ball movement was pretty crisp. The Raptors turned them over a little bit, especially there in the third quarter when Toronto really made their run. But they looked connected on the offensive end. I thought the Knicks did. Meanwhile, like you're saying, it just felt like Brandon Ingram and RJ Barrett hitting tough shots. And that was the majority of the offense for the Raptors. But the Knicks defense has been pretty good lately. They've held 4 of their last 5 opponents under 100 points, including the Raptors last night. Now, the Spurs are the best offense that they've played in those 4 games. It's like they held the Bulls and maybe the Bucks as well under 100. So not the greatest teams, but still they're up to 8th in defense on that side of the ball. That's good. It's easy to see the bad defense when the Knicks aren't looking good, but they have strung together some decent games now that they've got OG back playing regularly. Mitchell Robinson back, though he had like a little ankle thing and came back last night. But a nice game for Towns. Like, I thought he was good. Like you're saying, Brunson was hitting. They're clicking a little bit right now, I think.
I think the defense is better than pretty good. Ziller, I saw right, since that embarrassing defeat on MLK Day versus the Mavericks, they have the #1 defense in the NBA, the Knicks do. That's like 19, 20 games. That's over a month of basketball here. Best net rating since January 20th. So yeah, they're putting it together right now. And they have all the confidence in the world they can beat this Raptors team. Like that's 4 straight now this year. Obviously 12 if we're going back a couple of years. I think they play them one more time still. So it's going to be one of those weird 5 games versus the Knicks for the Raptors. And then our guy Will Lewis saying on the Hello and Welcome podcast, putting this out into existence, speaking it into existence, like we could see this matchup in the first round. And he's like, oh God, what if the Knicks sweep them? They could go 9-0 against the Raptors this year. Like, don't do that to me, Will.
Come on.
My
you can't
God.
beat a team 9 times
I
in
know,
a season.
it's like
It's impossible.
But obviously different classes here, different talent across the board. And the Raptors, when they had that good stretch early in the season, their bench was contributing. And now when they can't beat any of these good teams, like it's basically an offer. Like Mamu, remember Mamu when he was good?
They got 8 points
He does nothing
from the bench
now.
last night.
Teams have figured out how
Wow.
to play him. Put a smaller guy on him. He won't do anything. Shed, not a great game from him. Walter, Grady Dick doesn't even play. It's not. They're getting nothing here now from the bench. It's like and I'm saying like the starters are fine. They're not obviously Knicks level starters. They're good, but you got to get some help here. And they've sort of fallen off a cliff. I feel like this bench.
Yeah, the beginning of the second quarter was extremely deflating for the Raptors. I thought there was just massive turnovers. The effort level just stopped there. So the Knicks went on their little run there. I think it was it wasn't a big one, but it was really deflating because it was a super close game, and then it ended up being an 11-point lead for the Knicks there. And then that 16-2 run at the end of the fourth quarter was what really did it. That being said about the bench, if you get some buckets at the end of the game, then it doesn't matter to me. Again, it's a 2-point game, but I do think that part where they got down double digits and had to fight back because of that hurt everybody, both starters and the bench. And then it's a lot of ISO ball when it comes to the end of it. It's, hey, Brandon, do it. And they almost couldn't get him the ball at times, as I said, because that's going to happen. In the first pass option is going to be denied in the playoffs. So there wasn't a lot of secondary action. It just, my man Emmanuel quickly got super tired, and Jamal Shed ain't doing that, and Scotty Barnes ain't doing that. It's just a lot of standing around. And so that team just fell apart. I mean, as you said, that fast break, everybody yelling. They got 2 offensive rebounds the Knicks did on 1 possession. It just all went to poop because they don't have faith in each other at the end of games. It's really deflating.
Yeah. Raptors are going to have to hold on here to a playoff spot, an actual playoff spot, not hopefully fall in the play-in. Because you got teams like the Hornets are like ripping right now as they're trying to like climb up the standings. The Hawks have figured things out. They've had a weaker part of their schedule. I get all that, but I'm just saying, like, it looked like it was almost a given the Raps would be probably in the playoffs, maybe 5th, maybe 6th seed. It's not a given. As they sort of like they've just been an average team since a very hot stretch when they played crappy teams early in the year. That's just the honest truth. And that's why, we're probably spending too much time on them. I have no faith in them in any sort of playoff series, no matter who they're playing when I look at the rest of the East.
Yeah, that's why this win mattered. Just to go into the playoffs with a potential playoff matchup.
To trick yourself into maybe we can compete.
Somebody to play them,
Let's show you last night's other results. We'll chuck them up there on screen for you. Take a look at them. I won't read out every result for you podcast listeners. You'll have to fire up the box scores yourself. But any other takeaways, Trey Kirby, from last night's games?
Yeah, I thought the Timberwolves flipped the switch last night. Kind of slacked in the first half against the Grizzlies, but then used a big third quarter and an Anthony Edwards takeover in the fourth quarter to pull out the win. He scored 7 straight in 2 minutes, all on jumpers. He hit a deep 3, a 30-footer from the left wing, and then like West Side Story when he was going back to hey. So, he was feeling good. We'll talk about his game a little bit later. I said I was going to be watching the Timberwolves pretty closely here the last quarter of the season. They beat some good teams, but it was almost more of a worry that they were going to struggle against the easier teams. And you could even hear Grady and Peterson on their broadcast. They're like, the Wolves need to pick up their effort here in the second half. They did, and they dominated the second half, I thought.
Yeah, I thought a couple things. I mentioned the Suns Kings being part of that second part of that NBC broadcast. It was good to see Devin Booker back from injury. It was great to see that alley-oop dunk after a great Colin Gillespie steal to Jalen Green. Oh, my.
Play of the night.
That was incredible on
NBA
period. Yeah. Good win. Fun win for them. I would say, like, not a terrible game to have on NBC. Like, it I mean, it's terrible teams, but it was anyway.
You were the one saying it was bad.
Not the best pick.
You're like
I would just
arguing
say
with yourself.
no. Gameplay, game wise, as far as the game.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
we got it. If you want to go old school style as an NBC broadcast, it's great to see Russell Westbrook hustling out there. It's great to see DeMar DeRozan still playing out there. Anyway, Zion came back. That was a thing.
Against the Lakers, yep.
Yeah, because he went into LA, and of course you got to do the car wash, the media car wash. So he had an interview with ESPN and Malika Andrews, and he said, "Yeah, I'll be back," and he was. He played 35 straight, missed one, and he came back. Although I got to say about the city edition, as I complimented all the courts yesterday. I complimented all the city edition courts in general, but watching the Lakers one, it's got so much black on it, and it's got those triangle Los Angeles jersey. It says Los Angeles in an upward triangle, whatever, a chevron sort of. That's weird, man. I don't like it.
You don't like those ones. Yeah, it's weird, man.
I don't. It's too much. It's too much. That's all I got to say about that.
The Hornets, I said, they won again. They're 31-31. They're back to 500.
Wow.
After obviously a bit of a sluggish start here, and then they found this starting five that just works for them, and it is clicking here. So they've won 5 straight. Charlotte Hornets, one of the hottest teams in the league here, 7-3 in their last 10. And yeah, they're in the play-in spots. The Heat also won last night. I guess the Magic did as well. So didn't gain any ground really on those teams, but you know, they're not super far out. I'm saying here of the Raptors and Sixers in 5-6. It's, you know, it's what is it? 5 to 3 games, depending on the team I'm talking about there, that a team like the Hornets are back from them. But they're just like, this starting five just works, man.
They work.
They're fun as hell. And like, I like having a team like, whether it's in the play-in, which it probably will be. Like, let's be honest, they'll probably be in a play-in. It's just like fun to have like sort of some new blood, so to speak, like a team that people sort of want to root for a little bit. Like, oh yeah, they're an exciting young team.
Absolutely.
See what they can do against some of these other teams. These staples when it comes to the play-in, in the Miami Heat and Atlanta Hawks, at least.
Yeah, as far as the Miami Heat goes, Tyler Hero has been in the starting lineup for 2 games. We wondered whether Tyler Hero is going to be coming off the bench after injury. He did that, but he's been in the starting lineup 2 games because, question mark, mainly because Norman Powell's been injured. He's been out both of those games, so it is still a question. Is Tyler Hero going to continue to be in the starting lineup, or is he going to go to the bench? Well, I don't think it's for Norman Powell. It'd probably be for Pelle Larsson if he does start. It's not going to be for Norman Powell. Forget that. It would be for Pelle Larsson, but it's still a question. I don't know if he's going to be in the starting lineup, so that's interesting to me.
Any other games of note? I saw Jared McCain had a good game against your Bulls.
Jared McCain did have a good game for the Bulls. Cool. 37-5-6 for Paolo last night in a win over the Wizards in his 7 games post All-Star. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists per game, shooting 48 from the field, 38 from 3, 85 from the line. That's good. I think the Magic have played a little bit better recently, but you know, I think in those 7 games there may be 4-3. One of them was a double overtime loss on that Jalen Green shot, perhaps.
Yes.
But we still don't know what's going on with Franz. Like, he's been out for quite some time. They're like, you got to play in this game in Germany. And everything else you can sit out after that. That's kind of how it went.
We got to move these German tickets, man.
We got to move these German tickets.
Mo's not moving the needle, man. We need you, Franz.
Yeah, we need Franz. Franz gets the fawns and the steets.
Right.
The stons.
We never talked about the Paolo Banchero, Jamal Mosley barbs, I guess, if you want to call it, being sort of shot back and forth in the media press conferences.
Paolo said, we got no adjustments to the adjustments. And Mosley said, yeah, our star player doesn't play hard enough and never passes the ball.
Yeah.
That's cool. Things are going to change for the Magic in the summer in some way, shape, or
You think it's
form.
Mosley probably has to
Yeah,
change?
I think that's most likely
You've
what
been
is
saying
going
that for
to
a
happen.
while,
Yeah,
actually.
I mean, this is even though the Magic look better right now, this is a disappointing season for them. They had expectations on par with the Detroit Pistons coming into the year, and the Magic made moves in the offseason to take a step forward. The Pistons didn't really, and they still took a step forward. So I think there are a lot of questions to be answered for this team, starting first and foremost with the coaching and do our star players even fit well together. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. But he'll finish out this. Well, I would say he would finish out the season. Last year, remember, we had guys getting fired with like a week left.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, they are playing a little bit better here, the Magic, and is that enough to sort of save his job? Because, I'm sorry, in today's NBA, you could easily be fired with like 15 games to
true.
go, 10 games
Yeah.
to go. It's happened. It's a thing that teams and franchises are doing
last
more
year,
and more.
lots, yeah.
So I'm with you. I don't think the Magic, they sort of slow play things, so I don't think there'll be a team to do that. Mosley will get a chance again in the postseason, stuff like that. Play in, postseason, wherever they end up. But probably they move off of him in the summer unless they make a surprising sort of run here to the second, third round, something like that.
Here's a question about a far less important topic.
Sure.
As far as basketball goes, but for me, it's important. Do you guys like the idea of a pickle poutine? Because that's what's happening in Canada. And let me tell you about it. Harvey's, our old friend Harvey's, it starts with a regular poutine. It's fries, gravy, cheese curds.
Yeah.
Then they do have some diced pickles on there, but then they throw in a couple deep fried pickles on top.
Oh my God.
They're huge. And then they drizzle those pickles, which are probably like pickle spears, that are deep fried, with a little ranch.
Okay.
It's a lot. There's a lot happening.
Now
Sounds like there's a lot going on.
You're a pickle guy, though.
Huge pickle guy.
So
Born and
intrigued? I mean, you would have to try it, I imagine.
I would try it.
Yeah.
I don't think you need those deep fried pickles on top.
Okay.
There's too much going on. I like the pickle part of a pickle.
Yeah.
Not the
A little acidic.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And so the diced part sounds all right. Give it a shot. But I like a pickle spear. Like I like my pickle like I like my Mark Spears. give me that. That's all I want. But they deep fry it. They deep fry it.
I like my marks.
Shout out to our man Mark Spears. That pickle that they throw on top. That's a biggie. That sounds good, right?
I haven't seen it, but
Yeah,
take your
I
word
gotta
for
see a
it.
photo of this. In general, I don't think that deep fried pickles work.
Yeah, I hear you.
They're just at odds with each other. Too juicy, so it makes the crust on the outside soft and soggy. They don't make sense.
You
as
think
a dish?
furthest you can go with that? Like it works not all the time with onions and onion rings.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm with you sometimes if it's done incorrectly. It's like, what was the point of this? It's all just coming off. It's too juicy, but the pickle, you're right. Extra juice.
Extra
levels.
juice.
Yeah,
Extra juice levels.
You said you want to see pictures. You don't want to see
No,
pictures.
probably
Yeah,
not.
it probably does look
Probably
disgusting.
not. I mean, it's Harvey's to begin with.
Oh, no disrespect. Come on.
Come on.
Harvey's knows how to do a pickle.
Hey, let's get Luke Kornet's thoughts on Hooker Harvey's in Toronto.
Okay.
Does that place still exist? JD, do you know? You used to live by Hooker
Why
Harvey.
would I know?
What a call it.
Come on.
You know it so well.
I thought you lived right by there.
I've lived here for 12 years. I did walk by it. I did walk by it recently. This year. It seemed it was there. Was it open?
I feel like
was there early
they
in
fixed
the
it
morning.
up, haven't they?
No.
Really?
I mean, maybe around Hooker Harvey's, but it looks to me like Hooker Harvey's has not changed at all.
Okay. It's by our old school, which
Yeah.
was Ryerson, now TMU.
Yeah, it's fast food for everybody that doesn't know. It's a burger spot.
Yeah. What would you compare it to? How would you compare it to an American chain? Wendy's? Sort of?
Harvey's is very burger forward to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The burger looks fresh because they grill that thing. It ain't out of a microwave.
Oh, here's
There it is.
the pickle poutine. Oh,
See,
wow, name.
Double pickle.
I like the name.
And the pickle's also seasoned. I think that pickle,
Yeah.
it looks seasoned.
For sure.
I think the ranch is too much.
Yeah.
Everything else I'd be fine with.
Oh, yeah. Give
think so.
Diced pickles and deep fried
Yeah, why
marks.
not? Yeah.
Well, like Tass said, it unfortunately looks nothing like that when you go and buy it. So
Right.
I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I
A
did.
lot soggier. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I did watch a short video of somebody opening a
Trying
pickle
it?
poutine. Gross. Unfortunately, Harvey's. I got lots of love for Harvey's, but I tried on our Substack. I tried some Taco Bell recently. It's so weird to be eating on camera. It's so strange. The whole thing is strange. But people
Not
watch
if you're
that.
Greg Anthony.
Anyway, not if you're Greg Anthony.
He's an
loves eating
innovator,
on
man.
God, but the pickles at Harvey's are delicious. The way they slice them for a burger, it's not a spear. It's just a nice fatty. I say fatty, but it's like a fillet of a
It's
pickle.
lengthwise.
Lengthwise,
Yeah.
it's big.
When was the last time you had Harvey's? Though?
Years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, can't get it
Harvey's,
here.
yeah. But the burgers are all right.
All right.
Burger
Yeah,
forward,
what is
yeah.
that form of pickle called when you slice it, like you're saying, long ways, like
Yeah.
with
Oh, yeah.
with
yeah.
the spear?
My brother calls it a sandwich saver.
Okay. Yeah. It's like surfboard shaped almost.
Yeah, that's good.
Pickle surfboards.
Yeah, like I said, fillet because it feels like you're filleting a fish the way it looks, but I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, we got to get into that. We got to get associated with that and see what's going on. When you started this whole thing saying this is important to me, I thought you were going to say new Greek alert. There's a new Greek American player played his first game last night for the Dallas Mavericks, John Poulakidis.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
2 Greek parents, but from Naperville, Illinois.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah,
Hey,
it's both
thanks.
of you
Yeah,
guys.
that's right.
Do you know, are you familiar with this guy at all?
It's a big school he played at, and this is his first
He went to
year.
Yale, was his
Yale, yeah.
college experience. I see he
Yes,
was a
that's
Neuqua
right.
Valley
A
guy
bit of a
as
smart guy, eh?
well. A genius man. Nerd alert.
Yeah, interesting. We should do a short. Maybe we've done this before. I think we did, but like new guy alert, basically, like,
Yeah.
or who the hell is this guy? Because there's a lot right now in some of these games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, not even just getting minutes. In some cases, starting games
Yes.
where you're like, who the hell is this guy? I mean, we talked about Julian Reese, obviously. We sort of know him because of his sister, but like, there are many guys where I'm like, I got no idea who that guy is. Why is he playing 25 minutes?
Yeah, Angel Reese was at Julian's game yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah, the guy that we mentioned recently. Okay, forget what I'm going to say. I got to look for his name. Forget it.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, though. This is good. Good crowdsourcing here. Who is that guy? Alert. Let us know in the stream team or even better in the YouTube comments. Like a guy over the next couple weeks here, let's call it, that pops up. Either starts, comes off the bench, plays significant minutes where you're like, who the hell is that guy? Usually they don't have a photo on their NBA.com biopic.
Right.
Or profile page, I should say. So let's accumulate a list of those guys and maybe we could do a funny short out of that.
We've said this guy before as one of those guys, but I just laughed because it's funny to see Leaky Black's name.
Oh yeah, Leaky Black.
Awesome
though.
name.
Yeah.
What a
That guy's
guy.
a legend now. But we need deeper cuts than Leaky Black. Okay, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll get into Is This News? College basketball is non-stop. Big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every night. And now FanDuel is giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger wins with a college basketball parlay profit boost. So here's how this works. You build any college hoops parlay you like, maybe a early game, rivalry game, ranked matchup, late night West Coast shootout, mixed spreads, totals, props, whatever fits your read of the slate there, and then you just apply your profit boost and instantly bump up that potential payout. So that's what we're talking here. You know, I'm not the biggest college basketball guy, but even I get in the spirit of things here as these games start to matter. Big wins I see over the last couple of weeks here, like you're in the dance. You know, if you get said win, you beat said team. Obviously, we got the tournaments coming up to get into the actual March Madness. So if you're a college basketball fan, you're loving March. So go safe, go spicy, go with the team you've been following all season. It's your parlay, your style, now with more upside behind it. FanDuel, play your game. In fact, I went to watch our friend Jared play soccer last night. They were in their championship game. And one guy, he was like, he was distracted by the game that he was supposed to play in. I didn't know the guy, but he was playing in the game because he was really into, I want to say it was Georgia State. Maybe
Yeah,
he was
they played
playing a
last
big
night.
game. I think they're playing a ranked team. And he's like, if we win, we're probably making, obviously, March Madness. So I don't know if they won or not. I should have.
They didn't. Unfortunately, they didn't. But,
Sorry for that guy.
But our guy, Trey Scott, had 4 points last night in 16 minutes.
Oh, right. He plays
Yep.
for them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Against Louisiana. Just Louisiana.
That's who they played last night.
Yeah, I think this appears to be whatever. They're in the Sun Belt Conference.
Okay.
And I think they were actually both pretty low seeded because I'm looking at the records here. 10-22 for Georgia State, 11-21 for Louisiana.
Oh, what was this guy talking about? Maybe, hold on. I maybe am mixing up my Georgia teams. Maybe he meant straight up Georgia. Potentially. It was a Georgia team, this guy said. And I was like, why do you care so much about that? And he's like, well, if we win this, we're probably in. We haven't been in the dance forever. So anyway,
Okay.
whatever the team was and whoever the guy was, that's a cool story, bro.
Oh, they play. Okay, Georgia Bulldogs played the Alabama Crimson Tide.
That's what it was. He
And
said Alabama.
is good.
Yes.
Yes. And the Bulldogs pulled it off. 10-point victory.
Oh, so they're in. This guy told me last night to my face, a stranger, we're in the dance if we win this game.
Okay. 21-9.
I believe 'em.
Got to check their Ken Palm ratings, but maybe they're good.
I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
They're going to be at an 11th seed.
That sounds about right with that record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 10th.
Sure.
I don't know. 7-10 game. Yeah, 10th.
Great
Make 10th.
news. They rolled the tide.
They did.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play a little Is This News? Is This News, the segment where I give the guys a headline and they tell me whether or not it's newsworthy. First one from ESPN. Harrison Barnes has Iron Man streak ended by sore ankle. So we didn't bring this up when we were talking about that Spurs blowout victory, but Harrison Barnes missed his first game since 2021 because he woke up from a pregame nap with a sore left ankle.
Whoa.
You got to untuck the bed sheets, man.
You got to.
I think that's what happened here. You got to go Costanza style and untuck them. But anyway, it snapped Harrison Barnes' streak of 364 straight games played. Is this news, Tasmelis?
Absolutely. This
Really?
should be celebrated. When guys play hundreds of games in a row. Just in general, when guys play every single game in a season. And there's guys out there right now that are played every single game that are probably going to play all 82. Like oldies, like DeMar, Bruce Brown, youngies, rookie, Jeremiah Fears, former All-Stars like Julius Randle. I think we should just celebrate these guys at the end of the season.
Okay.
Because this guy's not been celebrated. I know he's not a huge name, but I had totally forgotten about Harrison Barnes having not missed a game since 2021. You know, we just belittle everybody who's sitting because of rest, so this
You
needs to be
applaud it.
celebrated. Yes, absolutely.
TK, newsworthy?
Yeah, it was news to me that he had an Iron Man streak. I don't keep track of the second longest streak in anything.
That's why
come on.
this was a test, guys. This is not newsworthy
This
at
is
all.
not news at all. The second longest streak. Everybody knows who's got the longest streak.
Mikal Bridges.
Absolutely. Hasn't missed a game since high school, I don't think. I don't think he even missed a game in high school.
Right.
So
Hey.
it extends even further back.
We talked about team infrastructure.
Right.
2 guys that were Ironmen.
Wow.
We're on team
Wow.
infrastructure. Bridges,
Well built.
you can make out of iron. And Barnes, more usually made out of wood, but iron involved.
Still,
Yeah.
still played every single game.
And Jamal Shedd, people did bring up, could have been on team infrastructure,
I
at
like
least
that.
in the running. I don't think he would have made that team, but anyway,
Nah,
could have come off the bench.
No, he's not quite a bridge as a shed,
No,
but still, team infrastructure is important. Yeah.
Do you know how many games Mikal Bridges has played at this point with his longest active consecutive game streak?
Oh, let me think about this. So he's played every single game. Let me do the math. So it's probably almost
He's
a
had
little.
a longer career, I think, than you would imagine, maybe.
I think it's.
Yeah,
I was
you
going to
wanna
say
say-
500, but I'm going to say 600. A little over 616.
Damn, you are so close. I think after playing last night, it's 617.
Oh,
I think is what he's at.
well, yeah. I thought I was just being smart because I read the article that was created before this game. I guess I totally forgot he played last night. It is surprising though because we always say that Mikal Bridges has played in every single game since high school. I don't know. I just maybe because he got traded. I thought he missed one somewhere.
Well,
He
along
did
the
miss a game, like during the trade, right? Like,
Yeah.
and all of the stuff hadn't gone through yet, but they're like, it's not your fault you're missing the game.
Yeah.
because the physicals hadn't gone through and all
Right.
that. Or they
Also,
early-
and we've talked about it when it happened. Like, we can roll our eyes at it. There has been Mikal Bridges games played where he starts the game, he plays a couple minutes, and then he just takes himself off the floor.
outta
Right?
here.
That's
Yeah.
happened. Am I crazy? It's happened maybe more than once over this streak. So look, they're gaming the system to keep it
Yeah.
going. Sure. Cool.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he does
exactly.
play a lot. I mean, obviously plays a lot. He never misses a game, although there's
Wow,
sometimes
he
where
played 6 seconds last year. That was that.
that
one.
was that one. Yeah,
That was the
I feel
82nd
like there was
game of the
another.
season when they played the Brooklyn. Here, you're starting,
Yeah,
my man. You
okay,
started,
okay.
and they subbed him out after 6 seconds
quick
when he
foul.
committed a foul. Yeah.
I want
He's
to.
also got one of the coolest things you can get on a basketball reference page, which is 83 games played in a
That's right.
season.
That's right.
You got to feel like a baller.
That's pretty fun because that happened with a trade
Right.
year. Yeah. I was going to ask you guys just a quick little trivia question. Guys in NBA history who have played more than 600 consecutive games. There are some names that are impossible for you to get, but can you name any of the guys? There's 8 in total above Mikal Bridges. I should have said above Mikal Bridges in more games played. Can you name them?
AC Green, obviously.
Number 1.
He's the lock.
1,192.
Is Andre Miller on there?
That's right. 632 games
Good
he
one.
got up to. Good pull.
But now,
And then
now it
it's
gets hard.
and then it's tough. I think Trey Kirby shared a photo of this guy, maybe from a Sports Illustrated.
Bill Lambier.
Bill Lambier. Did you share
man.
that the other day?
Yeah. Yep.
685 for Bill Lambier. And then it's tough, so I'm just going to give him to you. Randy Smith.
Okay, Randy.
Yeah, he played over 900 straight games. I know. That surprised me. He played for like the Buffalo Braves, right? And I think the Clippers franchise. Anyway, Red Kerr.
Oh,
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
Red Kerr. Michael Cage, incredibly, got up to 736 straight games. Dolph Shays.
Dolph.
Yeah, Hall of Famer. And then Bill Laimbeer, and then Andre Miller, but Harry Gallatin.
The horse.
That's the horse himself?
Yeah, he's an early horse.
Really? Yeah. He is the horse.
Yeah, for sure.
This is Jokic's favorite player.
Yeah. Have I put the word horse into the Basketball Reference search box? Of course I have.
And he
A horse,
came up.
of course I have. Yeah, he
Guy's
comes up. You get a lot of Nuggets stuff because Dan Issel, I think he's a horse as well.
Yeah.
He's a horse.
Hey, the horse, the first horse, of course, from Edwardsville. Sorry, Roxana, Illinois.
Great.
Do you know where that is?
You said Edwardsville?
He died in Edwardsville. He was born in Roxana.
My guess is it's probably central to South Illinois. Just guessing.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever been to Roxana, Illinois.
That's a shame.
Sorry. I mean, yet. I haven't been there yet.
Good point. I can't wait for your dad, Steve Kirby, to write in and say,
No, he's gonna know.
he
He's gonna
knows.
know.
He has a story about Roxana, Illinois.
Oh wow. Okay, so this is Southwest Illinois. It appears near St. Louis,
Okay.
down close to Granite City, where I have been. My mom used to live in Granite City.
Do you think there's a lot of farms down there?
Yes.
A lot of pastures?
Yeah.
Hence the nickname.
Yeah. Exactly.
The
I
horse
guarantee
himself.
there is.
Nah, he was just hung like a horse. Guy had a massive dong.
Big ding dong.
All right. Next one here from The Athletic. Oh, our old stomping grounds. The headline, JJ Redick downplays viral sideline interaction with Luka Doncic. Trey Kirby is this news, and we can show the clip for everyone where, Luka was walking past Redick, and he sort of grabbed him like a small child. Hey, let me talk to you. This happened on the weekend. But they've sort of joked about it since. Is it newsworthy, though?
I don't think so. JJ's a fiery competitor. Luka's a fiery competitor. As JJ explained, everything is amplified when you are a Laker. Everything is amplified when you are on LeBron James's team.
Yep.
These are two of the most famous guys in the NBA, and they both just want to win, and they weren't getting along. It was just as big of a story when JJ was making fun of the jacket that Luka wore when he sat out a game, and then Luka got him the exact same jacket. So this is just like the flip side of that coin to me.
I would say no, it's not news, but it is eye candy. People enjoy it a lot.
In isolation, it looked intense, the exchange.
It did,
But this is something that happens, I think, more often than you maybe think on benches.
Right. It should be in basketball textbook type stuff. These should happen. These are very, very, very intense competitors. Now, it is interesting to watch. If you want to break down each part, frame by frame of that video, Luka looks like he wants to walk around JJ Redick. He kind of sees him at the beginning, look at multiple angles.
He doesn't want to hear whatever he's going to tell him.
He's like, I'm gonna literally walk way around you. I'm not coming anywhere close to you. And then Redick goes and does what he should. He needs to settle it right then and there. He follows him all the way to the end of the bench and then proceeds to leave. And Luka, this is the best camera angle that you got here. Skeets.
Thank you. I shot it.
Yeah. Because like directly on Luka on the camera, not as good. Or not on the bench, I should say, but like from the corner, it's way better because you see Luka get up.
Yeah, he shouts something at him.
Yeah.
And then Vanderbilt sort of plays peacemaker.
Yes.
The best part is they made fun of this last night. I don't know if you saw that clip going around. Like they basically jokingly, along with Vanderbilt, like Luka mockingly was going to get upset again with Redick. So they're already making fun of it. And they addressed it. And they're like, it's called a competitive disagreement.
Yeah, that was in the third quarter of that game.
Yeah.
They were buddies by the end of that game.
Yeah. It's also funny to remember that they were teammates.
Yeah. You don't think about JJ's Dallas tenure very often.
No, but they were legit just teammates.
Yeah, JJ, Dallas, New Orleans. Don't forget
That's a
about
hard one
that.
too.
Yeah. All right, final one here from CBS Sports. The Hawks will not cancel Magic City event despite Luke Kornet's public plea. If you're not familiar with the story, I'll break it down here really quickly. The Hawks announced last week that their March 16th game against the Orlando Magic will be preceded by a celebration of Atlanta's, quote, as they put it, iconic cultural institution, Magic City. So the press release did not say that Magic City is a strip club, which is what it is. Well, Spurs backup center Luke Kornet, suddenly a blog boy. We got blog boys back in our lives. He published a blog this week taking issue with that fact. I'm not going to read the whole thing. A lot of you, I'm sure, have seen it by now. But in part, Kornet wrote, I would like to respectively ask that the Hawks cancel this promotional night with Magic City. The NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world. Again, more to say than that. But is this news that, Kornet said this, wrote this. He was asked about it, sort of backed up his words that he wrote. Al Horford also echoed the sentiment. But the Hawks are saying, well, no, we're not canceling it by any means. Is this news at all? Because it is news because it was everywhere for a couple days. But what do you think?
Discourse, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I like about it, is that we're all just talking about something and making this a discussion. I don't really care what Luke Kornet thinks in particular, but I do want to discuss with anybody. I started discussing this with Danielle, what she thinks about this, what we all think about this, that this industry is being glorified by the Atlanta Hawks. Do you want to glorify this industry with a lot of girls and women that are in this industry because likely they had no other options? That's what it comes down to. They are, dancers and performers, and they jump up on the ceiling, and there's these bars at Magic City that they're hanging on. So they're sort of acrobats.
No, they're more athletic than half the NBA players in the league. Yeah,
more athletic than Luke Kornet, I would say.
Oh God, yeah.
That being said, it is odd that this is being put hand in hand with the Atlanta Hawks as an organization. It is an odd match. We go from Kids Night 2 weeks before that to this, and not to compare they can be separate events. But it is odd. That is for sure. It is a strange matchup, a strange relationship that it is an industry being glorified by the Atlanta Hawks. So I like it as a discourse. And I totally understand what Luke Kornet is saying. I hate okay. I'll stop there. I'll just stop there.
What do you think, TK?
I think Tass is right. It's an odd partnership for a family-friendly thing, which the NBA is. And you can tell the Hawks understand that that's the case too, because they're calling it a cultural institution rather than a strip club, which everybody knows it is. That being said, it is a cultural institution in Atlanta. I think only the Hawks could do this. We were trying to think of other famous strip clubs in the United States.
Yeah.
Couldn't name one that's in an NBA town. Now, like Las Vegas is different. I suppose if they ever got a team, they could do something similar. But the Hawks also say that they are doing the best of the club, which means they're taking the family-friendly parts of a strip club and bringing them to the basketball game. They're doing wings. They're doing hoodies. They're doing a pregame podcast. T.I. is performing at halftime. Yes. DJ Esco is doing the music in the arena. These are all things that could happen for any sort of a partner, but it is Magic City, and there are probably going to be parents that take their kids to the game, and they're like, what's Magic City?
Right.
And that's a weird place to have that conversation with your kids.
Sure. I'm also really not down with Kornet getting to define what protecting the esteem of women is. I think women can do that. But he took offense to it. He wrote about it. That's his right too, like I don't have to follow him on Medium if I don't want to. He shared his thoughts. And then we can put aside all the whataboutism as well with this league. That's a whole other thing. But the Hawks say we're going through with this, and we're gonna get these hoodies that did you see they did a pre-order? They sold out obviously instantaneously. They're gonna do the wings. They're gonna have music, but there are not gonna be strippers going through the aisles here. So it's my point is they're not creating an atmosphere that I think on Monday night here during this game that's gonna disrespect or have any lack of safety for women in the arena there at the State Farm. That's not going to happen.
Absolutely not.
You can still have the opinion that it's weird. We said it when the first news broke. We're like, this is a little weird. And there's a reason we're not saying strip club.
Yes.
But Atlanta has a relationship with this strip club.
Big time.
Obviously.
And I mean, I haven't watched the Jamie Gertz documentary, but I do think it's notable. This whole thing is being spearheaded by a woman. And the music factor is huge as well here. That's what they're going to be playing up. A lot of local acts have gone national after getting their start by handing a mixtape to the DJ, and suddenly the song becomes huge in the club. It explodes out of the club, and now we know about Migos, that kind of thing. So my guess is that you could go to this game, and if you didn't know anything about Magic City, you wouldn't even know it's a thing. It would be like this, having T.I. perform at halftime. That's happened before. for the Hawks.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw
Multiple
Quavo.
times. Yeah.
I saw Quavo opening night.
Yeah.
He took me through there. It was awesome. Yeah. They're getting a great act to perform. So
Everyone's got an opinion on
Yeah.
this. I'm sure the stream team's sharing it now. Let us know in the comments. But March 16th is still going down here in Atlanta with
That's
the
right.
Magic, which I still do like that touch.
meet me at the club. It's going down. Shout out to Young Jock. I hope they do the Claremont Lounge next.
Oh, man.
That would
wow.
be awesome.
Wow.
Also a cultural institution.
It is.
Anthony Bourdain made a show about it.
You're right. A long time ago. You're right.
Let's get Blondie out there.
You can't have matches in the State Farm Arena, I don't think. It's going to be a problem. Took you a second to get that one, didn't it?
I don't know them by name. I mean, I don't know the performance by name, but yes, Blondie. Yes.
Wubba of the night. Sponsored by the Shively Show on YouTube. Now, Shively said, next time an Atlanta Hawk wins it, can you guys tell me happy birthday? Well, no. We can't do that. That first off, may never happen. We don't know how these are going to shake out. I guess it could. Jalen Johnson's had some big lines. Kuminga's been on fire. Kill Alexander Walker even. But it wouldn't be your birthday either, is the problem here. So we're just going to say happy birthday today to Shively. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And thank you for sponsoring Woboy. And we go back to Anthony Edwards, who got Woboy. 41 points as the Wolves beat the Grizzlies 117-110. Their 7th win in their last 8 games. They're rolling right now. He shot 15 of 29 from the field, hit 7 from deep, 6 rebounds, 5 steals, 1 block. Took over in the fourth quarter, like Trey said. He had that stretch where he hit like 3 3-pointers as the Wolves pulled away. He had a sick-ass block, too. I forget who he blocked. Damn.
It was during his little run.
Yeah,
when he was
yeah.
hitting
Who the
jumpers
hell was
too.
Somebody attacked and tried to do a floater, but he went so
He
goddamn
was-
high to
he
get
was
that.
so high up in the air on that.
That was Ant's 9th 40-point game of the season, and the fans were hitting him with the MVP chants there. Well deserved. Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he was great. He dominated.
Pick him. We're all tied up. 1-1. Everybody here in the month of March, because Tass got the victory going against his team. Picking against his Raptors. Wisely. Taking the Knicks. And this is going to go or pair nicely with tonight's game, because a big reason why I took the Raptors, even though they can't beat good teams, is like I thought the Knicks might have a classic trap game ahead of them there last night, because they play a big one tonight, Tass.
OKC coming to New York for the first time this season. Well, they only come there once, but this is the first time they're playing this season. Is this a preview of the NBA Finals?
Thunder Knicks.
The Knicks getting 4.5 points at home. Juicy. You can lose by 4 and still cover. That's why I'm comfortable. Felt comfortable taking the Knicks. As did Trey. Skeets, you're taking OKC. They got to win by 5 or more.
Do we know the status of one Shea Gilgeous-Alexander who did not play yesterday?
Yeah, no Shea, no Isaiah Hartenstein against the Bulls last night, and I thought they sat so
For
that
this?
they would be ready for this.
That was my
Personally,
reading of
Probably.
the line too. So, yeah, I feel a lot better if SGA is playing in MSG. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
lot of-
I'm not
lot of
quite as
letters.
comfortable as you, but I like the points.
Okay. Okay. Well, good luck. I mean, it's still early. Still early.
Yeah.
And if you've missed the last couple of shows, Tass lost February. He'll be paying it off at the end of this week. Friday show with some smelling salts. Did they arrive?
yes.
Did they arrive?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but yeah, they
Oh,
right.
you've looked at them too much, eh?
Well, yeah, I'm still going to go get that other bottle.
Oh, you are going to do
Yes,
that.
yes, we're going to have both. And I'll decide. Maybe I'll return the one.
Okay. you got to return it and say, this didn't work. I didn't react enough to this.
Right. These
smelling
aren't good
salt.
enough.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
later this week. But we got a few more shows until then. Well, I guess we only have one more. Tomorrow, Thursday. And we'll be back. There's some good games on tonight, so we'll have those. We'll get into some more fun as well. So join us. Hit the like button, subscribe. You know, you can hit the little bell, be notified when we're going live. That's a nice little feature, isn't it? Good stuff, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you download and listen to podcasts. And if you do, leave your boys a 5-star rating and review. Don't be afraid to jump in those Spotify comments as well. We see everything. We like everything.
Yeah,
Almost everything. Don't be a dick.
that's the only rule.
It's really the only rule, man.
And we're
we have
even
no-
very like very permissive with how far the line is going
Absolutely.
to being a dick.
Yeah.
you
Don't
can
be
be
a
mean,
racist.
but
Don't,
don't be a
be
dick.
misogynistic. Don't be a complete and utter asshole. I mean, Leo's an asshole, but we put up with him every day. Like, he's a sort of a lovable asshole, you know? He's like a curmudgeon. Yeah, we're not asking a lot here. Okay. What? You want some
Slapping at calling Leo an asshole.
Well, am I wrong?
Oh, that's his shtick.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's that's his shtick, though. That's who he is.
you're right. Yeah, it's a great
So
shtick.
that's why it's funny.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
I don't know.
accurate. It's funny because it's true.
That's right. I don't even know is he here today? I didn't check.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you how you know.
he said,
would've
shout
said-
out me.
No, there you go. There you go. What's up, Leo? All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter are minority owners of the Buffalo Bills.
It was Bill's night. Yes.
Yes,
Bill's
they
night.
did
I
a
didn't know
whole
that.
cross promotion.
Yeah, the shirts look
thing.
cool. You see the
Yeah,
shirts?
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you'd like one of those.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah.
I've already emailed.
The little
Can I
Raptor
have them?
logo.
Yeah, they look
All the
pretty cool.
football.
I thought the best part was Alvin Williams, another Raptor, teammates of these guys,
Mm-hmm.
also on the broadcast, asked, "Okay, you guys are owners. How do we get some stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Get into?" And Trace McGrady answered with, "We don't got time. We got to go to commercial in 5, 4, 3." He counted it down, just like us. We got to go. It's 5, 4, 3, 2.
Embrace the day, people.